and we are expecting a sell-out crowd here inside the Domo de la Feria. Welcome inside. Get set. It's Brazil taking on Team USA here on Championship Sunday. Everything on the line as Brazil and USA get set to battle it out for gold in the FIBA Women's 2023 AmeriCup. A lot of pride on the line. Welcome inside. I'm Despina Barton. My partner, Javon Shepard, the former Canadian national team member. A look here at that bronze medal victory for Canada about an hour ago. And only one game left, Javon. USA and Brazil. This will be the second meeting between these two teams. In fact, Brazil handed USA its only loss here in group play. But there's a lot of learning, a lot of things that have changed since group play. What can we expect with this second go-around?
Well, the second go-around, you're getting a more confident USA team. Where we spoke about how young they were coming into this tournament, but they're peaking, striding at the right time. The last time they played Brazil, they allowed 20 points in the second quarter, which essentially determined the game. Right, they did a good job on Cardoza and Dantes, but it was Paixão who poured in 23 points. But for this USA team, here's the thing, right? They're holding their opponents at 30% shooting from the floor. Tonight's the night they got to do that, right? They've got to come down and lock down, hunker down on the defensive end, and they have the bodies to do it. And I spoke about the new confidence with this team. For Brazil, they're getting 37.7 points from their bench, right? So you talk about their depth, and tonight's another night where you're going to have your starters step up. You're going to have your bench perform, right? They're getting a number of points off turnovers, almost 18 points per game, and that's been a weakness for this USA team. And you got to handle this new confidence from USA, right? They're out here, they're having fun. They're in a gold medal game. They're a young squad. It's a collegiate squad, and control the USA rebounding. But I'm expecting, you and I were speaking before, what do I expect from this game? Who do I expect to come out victorious? And I really don't have an answer for you, right? I'm just expecting a good old gold medal battle. It's going to be a sold-out crowd, a lot of energy to feed off of. And I'm just going to enjoy the last game with you.
Well, ditto, Javon. And just a little history on these two teams meeting up. This will be the third time that Brazil and USA will match up in the AmeriCup championship game. Each team taking a victory, but of course USA looking to defend and go for a three-peat. That's what's on the line here tonight. Before we get started, we will stand for the national anthems first for Team USA, the visitors tonight. And now for the home nation, Brazil. What an emotional moment. And for Brazil, they have not reached this gold medal game since 2011. It has been a long 12-year wait for this Brazilian nation. And the two teams on the court preparing are the winningest teams here in AmeriCup history. Brazil already with 5 AmeriCup titles, USA with 4, and they're looking to repeat again as the reigning world, Olympic, and continental champions. A look at the beautiful trophy and the officiating crew behind it that will have the tall task of calling a clean game tonight, Javon.
Yeah, they will. And you mentioned there's going to be a lot at stake, right? Two teams that have a lot of history, and you're coming out here, and all the fun and games is done now, right? You're down to a gold medal game, and I can imagine both teams are going to come out here. It's going to be, a rock fight. Nobody's going to let up. Nobody's going to just lay down and let another team just run over and run away with this thing. So, and again, both teams have their offensive sets. You have your defensive game plan. It'll be interesting to see who executes the best.
A look at the starting 5 for Coach Cammy Etheridge's group here. You have Johnson, Felia, Jackson, Reese, and Osborne. Reese, Osborne, Jackson, mainstays in the starting lineup since day number 1. It's been a lot of fun to watch Layla Felia find her place with this young squad Team USA has brought here to Leon, Mexico. They're led by Cammy Etheridge, the Washington State head coach, named National Coach of the Year. And as a player, she knows how to win gold. She won one with Team USA in the 1988 Olympics. This young squad from USA, average age is 20 years old. They're all still playing in the NCAA. On the other end, a lot of experience. And Coach Neto will go with Montero, Paisao, Cardoso, Dantas, and Costa for his starting 5. This group epitomizes defense, and they have a very staunch pedigree in Brazil. You're looking at one of their eldest leaders, Erica de Souza, just celebrated her 100th FIBA game wearing a Brazil jersey. The youth versus the experience, and for Brazil, they walk in as the best shooting team in this tournament, and USA on the other side, the best rebounding and blocking team throughout 9 days of competition. Javon, for these two, what do you think the difference maker will be today?
Well, for USA, it's got to just be taking care of the basketball, right? It's been a weakness of theirs, and you're playing against a team, like you mentioned, that's extremely experienced. You lose the basketball, you turn the basketball over, they're going to capitalize, and that's giving them more opportunities, not just to score the basketball, but to breed more confidence into this Brazilian team. Now for Brazil, you've got to be able to handle the pressure. You've got to be able to handle the athleticism of this, Team USA, right? They're coming out, and there's a completely new confidence about them. And I sound like a broken record, but you and I have spoken a number of times, and we've said, group play is great. You want to survive there, but more importantly, you want to peak and play your best basketball at this time of the tournament, right? And that's what I feel where the USA is at right now. This is not going to be the same team they seen a couple days ago.
You're right, because back on July 4th, it was Brazil who defeated USA, snapped their 19-game win streak here in the tournament. The differential was 14. The differential was 14 points. A lot has changed in 5 days as Angel Reese, the captain for Team USA, stands to jump ball against Camila Cardoso. A little LSU South Carolina matchup there as USA gets the first possession. Johnson running the O for USA. Osborne needs some help. Montero covering her. Felia dribbling in through the lane. Create on her own, a miss. Reese gobbling up the putback. There's her partner Johnson. Won't go. And Felia and the crew, Osborne 3-ball. It's off. A 4th try to open things up for Team USA. Jackson driving, she stripped. Montero takes it away from her.
That's a great opening possession for USA in the sense that they came up with a number of offensive rebounds, showing engagement and aggression there. Wasn't able to close it out.
Paisao, first three ball is launched up. Touches there at the top of the shot clock, and USA will get the possession.
You can just see a bit of jitters on both ends, right? A couple shots that they would normally make just haven't dropped. USA had a couple of them, and Paisao getting a really good shot. Ball bounced so high it almost didn't come down off the shot clock.
So Johnson, the 20-year-old guard for USA with the rock, works off Reese. Mid-range jumper from the lefty, no bueno. Deborah will wait for the rest of the team to get down court and set up. Brazil working with Dantas and Cardoso early. Dantas coming forward off the curl. High-low action, Cardoso with the finish.
Great job there. Broken play, but Dantas just makes something out of nothing and finds Cardoso at the rim with a nice finish.
On average, Brazil has 8 years more of experience on this team USA. Rickea Jackson doesn't care about that.
No, she's built for the moment. Rickea is built for the moment.
Quick pass down low to Cardoso. Reese has her, and Cardoso wins 2 for 2.
And she knows, right? She knows that Reese is going to go and try and block the shot. She gets it with the up and under. Clears the space, clears opportunity for herself.
Reese to the corner, intended for Felia. One dribble, and she needs some help. Reese not going after that pass, and it's taken away. Montero now working around the horn. She will drive, lay in on the right, misses. Reese gobbling up the rebound. Osborne, wing shot, 3 is short.
Both of her shots have been short. She's got to get her legs under her.
7 games in 9 days for these two teams. It's the Grand Slam of the continental competition. Good news is both of these teams, through their performance in this tournament, as Deborah there takes the lane, have already secured a spot in that Olympic pre-qualifier in February. So we will see these two teams a step closer to Paris 2024. So tonight it's all about gold, it's about pride, it's about walking home and taking a trophy with you. Reese, extra tap, Montero trying to track it. She stays in bounds, and Brazil with the ball. Paisao coming off the double screen here. Dantas gets it. Laying on the left.
And that was the same action we've seen to open up the game, where Dantas made a play and got Cardoso a basket. She rolls off the screen and now just makes an attack at the basket.
Jackson working off Reese. Long 2, hits it.
She's just unfazed, huh? This is a big time moment, and she's just stepping into her shots, calm, cool, collected, making it look easy.
Deborah driving left again, faster than Reese. She swats. USA comes up with the ball. Felia spotting up, 3 ball, off its mark. Johnson the last to touch it.
And she can't get frustrated. She's got to continue to take those shots. They're open. Shoot till you make till you miss. Shoot or shoot. You see Deborah attacking the basket here off the horns action, and Dantas, nice little Euro step fake finish. And Jackson here, pull up, walk in, long 2.
Coach Etheridge there on that dead ball. Swaps 4 new players on the flour. Takeaway, nice. Barker with the tip. She'll get the feed on the other end. A take at Paisao, misses, but Barker, Betts, Kelly, and Spear now on the floor for USA. Paisao driving, looking to dish it. Dantas to Cardoso. Betts on her back, trying to make a move, and it is a traveling call. Win out Betts.
Betts said, today's a different day, Cardoso. You're not just going to have your way here. And a great, substitution, bringing in a bit more size. You can see Cardoso gets it down low. Betts does a good job staying vertical, using her body, not allowing anything easy. Gets a shuffle to the feet by Cardoso.
Osborne, the only one to stay on for Team USA. Left alone, Betts needs somebody to do something here. Osborne comes forward, 6 to shoot. She will work off the screen, in and out. Betts with the rebound, squares up, it's good. So Paisao coming to set the screen. Gonzalo on the floor, running, get it to Dantas, little pump fake, one dribble in, misses. Barker covers the board.
Good job, great closeout by Barker.
Spear driving, trying the dish there to Betts, it's tangled up and Dantas takes it. Both of these teams have the best bench production. Brazil holding down the top spot, USA right behind them. They've got depth. Paisao gets blocked by Betts there on the take. We did mention USA is the top blocking team, right? Barker, other side.
Great push. Great push. Great rim protection on one end and using defense to manufacture some offense.
So Brazil started on an 8-2 run. It's knotted up after that basket. USA settling in. Gonzalo, the feed backdoor. Paisao says she had a good look.
Almost caught Kelly falling asleep there.
Oh, and tangled up. This one's going against Gonzalo. As Deja Kelly drives right through the gut. Little WWE.
WWE?
Takedown.
Betts saying no, 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 not in here today. Great push. Barker, hands ready, feet ready, layup ready.
So you're looking at Deja Kelly, the 21-year-old who plays for UNC. Hit the first free throw. Kelly, one of 7 for Team USA, making their national team debuts. Paisao into De Souza. Game 101 for her in a Brazilian jersey. That one over Betts.
And Betts gapped it, tried to block the shot. De Souza, she's seen a number of women her size and knows how to attack it. Great job with the space, with the angle. It's not her first rodeo, huh?
No, Betts, 19 years old. De Souza is 41 years old.
Game 101.
A 22-year age gap here on the block. De Souza again. Betts trying to cover. Foul on the floor. It's a grown woman's game. And Coach Etheridge wanted a jump ball here. Betts gets a breather. Angel Reese back on the floor. De Oliveira, little pump fake, drives to the baseline, pulls a long 2 and hits it right over Filia.
De Oliveira is the one inbounding the basketball. They always say the inbounder is the most important person, most dangerous person. Defense often forgets about them.
Spear. Jackson comes to bail her out. Elbow. Shot misses. And a whistle. The official here stopping the play. A technical.
Reese and D'Souza getting into it.
And it looks like they will offset one another. So Brazil resumes the ball. Gonzalo feeding D'Souza, laying on the left.
And she just laughs on the way back. That's a veteran, that's a legend. A little trot back. She said, this is old school, baby. Reese, you don't want this problem. You're modern day.
Kelly driving on Gonzalo. Nothing there. It stays. Last touch by Brazil.
See the drop off, great hands and timing and finish by D'Souza.
Kelly to Reese. Rickea Jackson now on the right wing, driving. Paisel giving her some trouble. Kiss off the glass, banks open, baby. 2-point game, under 45 seconds to play in the first. Dantas now 3-ball, short. Jackson pushing forward with Team USA. Spin, shoots over Gonzalo. Raining buckets for Jackson.
Oh, she's in a little rhythm right now. She's in her little bag. 8 points for her.
About a second between the shot clock and the game clock. Gonzalo with the ball. Dantas will get it back to Paisel. Can't keep her eye on it. USA with the steal. Deja Kelly going at Gonzalo. Misses. Rickea Jackson, the putback will count.
Who else for Rickea Jackson for her 10th point to close out the quarter?
After 10, it's Team USA up by 2, 16-14. Jackson all the way.
And I like this start. Here you see it, the shimmy, shake away, the drop. I like the start for both teams right now, and I'm not mad that you got a technical both ways already because it just shows both teams care, right? The players care. There's some emotion there. That was D'Souza and Reese, you know, both big parts, important parts for the team. But just how both teams have come out, you know, really set the tone early. Obviously, USA with 2 points, up 2 points going into the second quarter here, but this is going to be a rock fight.
Look at the numbers from the field there. And I believe only one trip to the free throw line. For USA, that's a little abnormal. They're the team that's been getting there most often. Brazil starting off being pesky and converting a lot, going through Cardoso.
A lot going through Cardoso, and, you know, Team USA doing a good job of defending down low as well. Here you see her, Reese, staying vertical, staying down low, but Cardoso making big plays, right? And that's what she's done all tournament. Deborah here in the horns action, going to come off the left side, and there's no defense. Rickea Jackson falls asleep, sticking with Dantas. You see it again. You don't want to leave the shooter open, so you understand, but there's got to be some help. Dantas here, Euro step, the little pass fake. Osborne getting it up on the rim. And Betts here just doing what she does, offensive rebound, cleaning it up. And things getting chippy. Block shots, steals, balls flying around, fast break points. You're getting a bit of everything in that first quarter.
If you haven't done so already, make sure you scan the QR code on your screen. That's for the Courtside 1891 app. That's where you can catch all these games, schedules, scores, all you can imagine for you basketball lovers out there. So we're one quarter in. Welcome back inside the Domo de la Feria. Despina Barton alongside Javon Shepard. USA Brazil, the gold medal and FIBA Women's AmeriCup Championship on the line. DeSouza now. Betts back in the game. Staying tall. A miss. And the youngster winning that battle. Felia coming the other way.
I like the fact that Felia is staying aggressive, right? Missed a couple shots earlier. Pushing the ball in transition here. That's the Michigan Wolverine in her. Attacking. I know you heard me, Despina. You don't want to give me credit, but it's Wolverines, we stay together. Another technical issue.
And so everybody will move out as Felia shoots this free throw. That was the second on DeSouza. I think she's going to be ejected from this game. Some clarity is needed here with the officiating crew.
Oh, wow.
And Coach Neto wants an explainer quickly. So DeSouza will exit this game. And she will have to leave the court. DeSouza is ejected here at the 9:38 mark in the second quarter. And ice in her veins on the other side. Layla Felia, the 20-year-old, hits the first free throw. And Javon, holy smokes.
What just happened? And that may be a big change in this game, because not only are you losing, your backup center, but you're missing your leader to this team, right? And the veteran, and you know the type of presence that she has on this group. The heart and the soul.
And what a lesson, too, I imagine, for Angel Reese on the bench, knowing how delicate it is to be playing with one technical foul here.
Delicate, but I'm sure Angel's also aware of, how impactful this is going to be for Brazil. Right now, Angel's out, and the first thing she does is run over to Betts and encourage her. Like, it's your time to shine now.
Brazil with the timeout. We're going to try and listen in here. Well, Brazil has two choices here, right, Javon? You either get invigorated and fight for your captain, or you back down. And for USA,
I think there's only one choice there, right? Only one choice there, and that's to fight for your captain, fight for your team.
So Deborah back on the floor for Brazil. Cardoso now on the block. The cut to Ramona and the foul.
It's a great pass by Cardoso, and Ramona cutting hard to the basket.
The push for Osborne on the floor, so Brazil to inbound. Ramona driving left. And Osborne with the board, moving things right along for USA. Felia back to Osborne. Around the horn we go. The feed to Betts, denied. Cardoso there. A takeaway for Brazil. Cardoso. Hot bets. Hits the deck. No whistle. And Filia moving things up. Rukia Jackson being guarded by Vanessa. This is where she likes to go to work. Fade away, misses. The help came from Ramona. And she's running the lane all alone.
Great transition. All right, USA's got to get that much faster. Make or miss, got to get back in defensive transition.
Osborne lets it fly from downtown. Vanessa on the block. Against Osborne. Spin move works.
There's that spin. There's that spin, and she makes eye contact with Cardoso at the top of the key as if she's going to make the pass and gets right away.
Pull-up jumper, a miss. A foul against Brazil. It's going to be their third team foul. De Oliveira this time with a push.
Here you see the full court pass, Ramona in transition. Left-handed lane, Vanessa eye contact with Cardoso and spins away from the defense and just kisses it off the glass.
Fresh legs on the court for USA. Angel Reese, excuse me. Kelly. Mid-range short. Reese and Barker in the mix. It will stay here. Ketley to Barker. And Barker confused. Thought Kelly was going to be cutting to the rack. And USA coughs up the ball. Cardoso mishandles. On the ground is Filia. And it's a jump ball, USA.
First to the floor usually wins. USA gets on it. The possession arrows pointing USA.
Deborah staying back on Deja Kelly. Trying to pick some pockets here. Barker, turn and shoot. A miss, Vanessa with the rebound for Brazil. Deborah, the feed to De Oliveira. Shoulders down, squaring up. It's good for two.
Tough shot.
4 points for De Oliveira. And a foul for Ramona. Brazil's fourth. One more and the bonus will come. Jewel Spear will sub on the floor for Filia. And a timeout will be called here with 6:45 to go in the second quarter. Coach Cammie Etheridge wanting to talk with her team. And Javon, we've seen a little bit of questions throughout this tournament for USA and where the scoring is going to come from. Today, we're starting to see some of those reoccurring storylines bubble up. And I only say that because their only, substantive scorer has been Rukia Jackson. Everybody else, tell me what you're seeing out there.
Well, I think, the case there is that it's a team that's very deep, right? And they're still trying to figure out where they're getting their shots from because they're all playing different positions and they're all playing different minutes that they're not accustomed to, right? But the thing with Rukia is because she's so athletic, she always has a mismatch on her, right? Whether she's playing 3, whether she's playing 4, you know, she's either bigger or she's faster. She's taking advantage of that. But more importantly, they've just got to continue to move the basketball and find the open player, and that's going to be the right play. That's going to be the right score.
Couple looks at Cardoso going to work. 4 points for her. She plays for Dawn Staley at South Carolina. Familiar with a lot of the players from Team USA. Six and a half to play here in the first half. A back and forth contest. De Oliveira, jump stop, feed was intended for Cardoso. Foul away from the ball. And Rickea Jackson will check back on. Barker steps off. A foul against Jewel Spear on your screen there. Ramona off the screen. Right to the rack she goes.
She shot out of there like a cannon.
Osborne shaking up Ramona. Jewel Spear, 3 would have been right on cue. Osborne, her teammate, for the cleanup. First bucket in a while for USA. De Oliveira's got the size advantage here on the block. And another foul, Jewel Spear again. So fresh shot clock for Brazil. De Oliveira gets it right back. This one off its mark. USA ball. Charisma Osborne with the ball for USA. A little change of gears here. Little skip pass. Last touch by De Oliveira. Kelly inside. Osborne. Not sure she wants to pull the trigger on Cardoso. Rickea Jackson does, though, from downtown.
At this point, you get the ball in Rickea's hands and let her work.
Here's a matchup we want to see. Cardoso on Reese. And that one really easy.
Great job with her footwork, spinning, pivoting, staying balanced, and getting the shot she wanted.
10 points for Cardoso here in the first half. Tied ball game, 24-all. Deja Kelly to Jackson, working around the horn. Shot in the corner, Spear hits it. Back-to-back 3 balls for USA.
Great patience, ball movement. You get the ball into the corner. Defense can't rotate out.
And Cardoso really throwing that up for the call. Nothing there. And Deborah delivers a personal foul on Kelly. And she will go to the free throw line.
There's Kelly pushing it here. Here's a kick out at 3 by Rickea. And she's just so calm, ice in her veins, right? This is the game she wants. Extra pass here to Spear in the corner, knock it down.
Jackson with 13 points tonight. And her teammate Deja Kelly on the free throw line. This is USA's biggest lead, up by 5. 4:16 or so to play here in the first half. You're watching the FIBA Women's AmeriCup gold medal game. Dantas back on the floor. Lots of WNBA experience bundled up in Dantas. Jackson will shoot it in her eye, a miss. Thank you, Johnson. The rebound for USA, another go at it.
And the offensive rebounds just mounting up for USA, for Brazil. You know, at this point, you got to figure out, you got to just acknowledge and recognize, hey, if a shot goes up, we've got to just turn around and find bodies. Forget who's matched up with who. Find the body nearest to you and box out.
Coach Neto and Brazil calling a timeout here before those free throws are shot by Raven Johnson. His team down by 5. And his 41-year-old captain and soul to this team ejected earlier this quarter. USA's Rakia Jackson, 13 points, shooting 67% from the field, and help keeping her team out in front here.
And she's just taking what the defense is giving her. You see that penetration there, nobody steps up, she takes a shot. Here she has a size advantage, spins away, and just creates the space that she needs for her shot. And, you know, the thing about Rakia's game is, you know, she can play multiple positions. When she has bigger defenders on her, she can be quicker to create space. She's athletic enough to attack light sizes and just be quicker and stronger. So she uses that all to her advantage.
Paisão now on the floor again for Brazil. The roll for Cardoso. Pass disrupted Kelly there. Deborah Betts in front of her. The pass to Cardoso. A miss, she gets her own rebound, and Betts takes it from behind. The foul came along with it, and Brazilian fans are happy about that call.
And Coach Neto asking the referees, where's the technical? Right, and he's making a case for himself. His veteran, his captain, the leader of his team picked up 2 in that first quarter. The first quarter. Scratching his head. Anytime you see a coach scratch the back of their head, you know there's a lot going on up there.
Dantas backing down Jackson. Will lay in on the right. And 1 for Dantas.
Brazil's going to need to lead in heavy into Dantas. She's got to have a big game and a big half going forward. You see here, takes Rakia Jackson and just clears out that space, scooping it to the basket.
Dantas was not able to compete in 2021 with this Brazilian squad. She was healing from an injury. She plays professionally now in Mexico, but was a first-round WNBA selection in 2012. A lot of experience. Dantas hits the free throw, 3-point play. Trimming the lead now to 4. Jackson, Kelly has it now. USA gets it across midcourt safely. Johnson to Reese on the post. She'll go to work. 2 free throws coming Angel Reese's way.
One thing Reese does so well, she'll catch it with a wide, low base. And she's not going to out-jump you. And she doesn't care to out-jump you. but she's going to clear that space down low, and she's going to play through contact with every possession, not afraid of it.
She misses the first. Angel Reese is the captain for this Team USA squad. And misses them both. It's going to be last touch by Brazil. So a chance to regroup. Deja Kelly driving at Paisao. The feed to Reese. They want to get her activated. Deborah running down court. Will reset. Work off at Dantas' screen here. And take away nearly Filia. And it will be a turnover. USA's Layla Filia on the disruptive end of that steal.
Great talk with her dad before the game, Greg. He's in the stands, former player himself from Northern Kentucky.
Johnson to Jackson, turn and shoot, kiss off the glass. She's got 15.
She's got to be the most frustrating player to play against, right? Because she knocks down every shot, has a stoic look on her face, cool as a fan. You can't speed her up. It's got to be tough.
Mora for three. And 2 minutes to play here in the first half. USA and Kelly trying to add on to their lead. Reese on the free throw line. And unable to connect. And she will beat herself up at half for those missed free throws. Paisao, the feed to Mora, stripped away. Kelly knocks it out of her hands. Not sure what to do with it. Deborah out to Montero, baseline three. That one goes in.
Big time backbreaker.
Filia, she'll try to match it on the other end. Montero goes down hard. Brazil has the ball on the move. Deborah at Filia. And Brazil on a 5-0-1. A timeout by USA.
You feel the energy shift, right? You feel the momentum shift right now. And right now, Brazil just sticking with it. Sticking with it and then just making plays slow and steady. It's a marathon.
One-point ball game, 1:12 to play here in the second quarter. You're watching the FIBA Women's AmeriCup gold medal game. USA, Brazil. The only loss that USA has had in this tournament came at the hands of Brazil 5 days ago on the 4th of July. Brazil, the best shooting team in the tournament with the deepest bench. USA, the best rebounding and blocking team in the tournament. Look now at those bench points, and that's pretty on par to the week statistics. And all the Brazilian fans here inside Domo de la Feria. It is loud, it is sold out. About 4,400 people here to catch this primetime game.
See the passion there by Brazil. Get a couple stops and string together a couple good offensive possessions. In the game, you can flip the game on its head.
So Brazil matching up full court. Deborah on Kelly. USA in motion here. Reese calling for it. One dribble up. She goes hard and will land back on that free throw line and really try to convert.
And she's fighting. She's fighting, getting the ball in the post right there again. And just stays wide, stays low, taking the contact. And Montero just coming across the body. Those are hard calls, right? She's continuing to play through it, not getting frustrated. And you have to appreciate her and commend her just for her maturity, right? Because she's come into this tournament and she's taking foul after foul after foul. She's taking beating after beating after beating, and she's just stuck with it.
First one goes down for Reese. It's extremely loud in here. You can tell that the fans are weighted in the Brazilian side. And an exhale as she hits both of them. Paisao in Brazil, she'll pull the trigger. Doesn't need any help from anybody else.
Wow.
35 all. Deja Kelly on the wing. 7 to shoot. Osborne has the rock. Deborah extremely low on her. Rakia Jackson waits for her defender to go past her. She'll pull up the mid-range. Misses. Reese down there doing work. It stays here.
And again, Reese getting on the offensive boards. A great patient shot by Rakia Jackson there. And Reese getting on the boards, got that power dribble to gather up. Macy Paisao knocking down a tough one.
Ball into Reese, back to Kelly, wing shot 3, no. Felia for the putback, no whistle, it stays. Dantas can't believe it.
Well, one thing right now USA's got to adjust to is the refs are letting them play. So that also means when you get back on the defensive end, you got to be just as aggressive and in the shorts of Brazil.
.2 to play here in the second quarter. USA, ball into Reese. She holds on, has to get it up. Rakia Jackson, the one to draw the trigger, and she does at the buzzer. Rakia Jackson with 15 points. And a pretty 2 to head into the break for USA.
They're in the zone right now. Rakia is in the zone. And that, at least you know when you go into half right now, see another shot, you have somebody come out here and start to work from, right? And put the ball in her hands and be comfortable with that. Let the defense, force the defense to play honest. And if you're Brazil coming into the second half right now or going into the locker room, one, you've got to just settle down and get all the emotions out right now, right? Erica D'Souza picked up her 2 technical fouls. It's tough. You know, you guys talk about she's going to motivate her ladies in the locker room, but you come back out and play with some fire for her.
USA doubling up in the rebounds game, and a lot of those coming on the offensive side of the ball, getting 2, 3 second, chance opportunities, and had, at least Angel Reese hit a few of those free throws. There'd been a larger margin here for Team USA.
Yeah, if they go in there, you come out of the half and start to make a couple of those chippies, it could give you a little bit more momentum, give you a little bit more confidence. Plays like this, right, pushing in transition, and even that first one, if Kelly drops that first one, how much more confident does that make her on her next shot? Rakia Jackson following it up, finishing with her left hand there. But it's going to be, going into the second half, it's not going to be the big plays that's going to win this game for anybody. It's going to be the little plays. The little plays, the small details, the attention to detail, the defensive assignments. You got to mitigate the amount that are missed.
And Brazil having to do it with a man down, but De Oliveira able to show glimpses off the bench. And Ramona, the production, we know with these two teams, they go deep. into their lineup. Even Spear there for USA. There was a stagnant time for this USA squad where we didn't know where the scoring was going to come from.
Right, and that a lot of that was the youth and just not understanding, okay, how Brazil was playing us, how we attacking it, and adjusting real time, adjusting on the fly. All right, but what they did a great job just staying on offensive rebounds and getting those second chance opportunities, and that allowed them to get a couple easy ones here to get themselves to the free throw line, which saved them.
So USA up by 2, 37-35. We've got another half of this gold medal championship game coming up. Javon and I will rejoin you at the start of the third.
Unique character. Unique chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Mexico working around the ball. A feed to Ramirez. She finishes.
That's a great look by Luna and a great cut.
O'Neal pull up three in Pico's face, and there it is.
Answer.
And this answer from Jennifer O'Neal.
Sidestep, three, pow, knock it down.
Rios to Prince. Little bunny jumper is good.
This time, quick drop, just a quick bucket. Here you see it. Betts, jumps, Prince, bucket. Downhill, now she has two. She's attracted to. All Prince has to do now is catch and just make that bucket.
Lara working in the paint for a screen. And Gonzalo says, get out of here.
Get that garbage out of here.
Not allowed in my house. Style baseball pass. Montero waiting for it. Other end baseline. Drilling the three from downtown.
Great shot, great read. Who really creates that play is Dantes running down the center of the floor, running there.
Roquete has spent more time on the court than any other player in this tournament. The feed to Fontana is good.
That's exactly how you loosen up the defense right away, right?
Cleared out. We spin. Let me go to work. Got him. Another look.
Spinning off the hill as Hill's retreating. Just enough space to get off the floater.
Wants to pull the trigger. Pulls the trigger and hits the bullet.
Tying basket, the shot fake from three.
Activated the three ball here early behind the pass. Behind the back pass to Barani. No one's stepping up. And Barani's going to score on you.
There's your pass fake and nobody in the paint. Easy lay. Gretora behind the back pass. Fake for Barani, and again.
Side ball game, Perez on the run. It's blocked by Guasmi. Puerto Rico ball. 4 seconds to go.
Shot down the stretch there. Guasmi coming up with a big time block.
And friends, we are going to overtime. Welcome back inside Domo de la Feria and Despina Barn alongside Javon Shepard. Halftime, 2 quarters is in the books here. USA with the narrow edge, 37-35. Javon, we've seen 6 lead changes. What needs to happen here in the third for either one of these teams to create some separation?
Well, I think for USA, right, they've got to just start making some easier shots. They're only shooting 30% from the field. And if you look at the numbers, right, they've won the offensive rebound. They have 16 offensive rebounds, right, and only have capitalized with 12 points. So right then and there, that should tell you, they got to have about 18 to 20 points off of that alone, and that number will go up for them. Now, for Brazil, they've only been to the free throw line once in that first half. Now, is that a measure of how aggressive they are? I would say you've got to come out and set that tone and force the officials to make some calls there, because they're making shots, right? Now you got to force the issue, get to the rim a bit more, and just make sure that you have a balanced attack and that you're not just relying on jump shots for both teams. You've got to come to the second half right now and less worrying about the officials, less complaining, less looking for calls, and just play basketball right now. They're letting you play. This is a gold medal game, right? This is what you want. You want to be able to come out here and just play freely and just capitalize on that.
This place is packed. It's a sellout crowd inside Domo de la Feria. USA fans, Brazilian fans, and a lot of Mexican fans, just fans of the game of basketball. This is a place where you want to be in León, Mexico on a Sunday night championship evening. Coach Neto and his crew down by 2. They lost Erica de Souza in the first half, the 41-year-old captain who just celebrated her 100th FIBA basketball game, got ejected. Meanwhile, Brazil, USA, this is the 3rd time they're meeting up in the FIBA Women's AmeriCup Championship. They split the tournament, but USA here, they're looking to three-peat. They won in 2021, and they won in 2019. Only difference is this team looks nothing like the previous rosters for Team USA. It's a fresh crop of NCAA stars, the average age 20 years old. Brazil, they're bringing all their experience on their end. And this team for Brazil has been playing together for quite some time. Coach Etheridge for USA mentioned they were disappointed in their 3rd quarter play against Canada yesterday. They lost that quarter by 8. She's expecting her team to not let up here. Paisao using the screen, Cardozo on the cut. Reese gobbling up the rebound. The feed up to Rickea Jackson, perfect pass, perfect finish.
Perfect pass, perfect finish. How smart is Rickea Jackson, right? She's in transition, ball's in the air. She stops to bump the defense and then gets the ball going.
Deborah Costa driving on the left, a miss. Cardoso, weak side. The putback good, Brazil answers.
Giving Team USA a taste of their own medicine. Offensive rebound, putback.
USA is 4-1 in gold medal games here in the AmeriCup. Their one loss came to Brazil at their hands. Cardoso to Dantas, jumping is Jackson, the block, no, a foul. Damiris Dantas will take the free throw line.
I think Rickea thought she got away with that block. The official on the side, they've had a better look at it.
Six points for Dantas tonight. Poured in 24 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists against Puerto Rico in that semifinal. Cardoso with the rebound. Put back, no good. How about another? That will count, and one. Brazil and their fans are on their feet.
Cardozo with that second jump over Reese, right, to get that offensive rebound, get that putback. That's twice now coming out of the half that she's had 2 opportunities and created 2 opportunities rather for herself off of the offensive rebound to put back.
Misses the extra point, but Brazil now takes the lead, 40-39. Johnson working off of Betts in the middle. Calls for it, Cardozo denies. Paisao inside, Cardozo on the fly.
And Deborah with a great screen. And Betts was late coming over. Cardozo knew it, got the inside position, and nice finish.
Deborah giving Johnson some trouble here. Rakia Jackson spinning past Deborah. Open look. Misses. Betts goes for it. Foul on the floor. Montero, the deliverer.
And on the floor, she says yes. She takes the foul. Very seldom do you see somebody get called for a foul and they actually agree with it. So, great job there, right? Cardozo coming across the baseline there.
Inbound to Jackson, gives it right back to Kelly. Baseline 3, a miss. And Cardozo jumping out to a great third quarter. Dantas will take it out. Deborah gives it back, wing 3. That one's huge. Dantas with the big put down.
The passion there, right? And you're gonna need a big game from her. Rakia just gave her too much space. Didn't really close out. Didn't make the effort to close out, and that's, you can't leave Dantas open, right? You read her scouting report. She can stretch the floor. There's an asterisk beside her name because she can put it on the floor, stretch the floor, play inside, play outside, and she plays with that passion that you see right there.
Unmeasurable on the stat sheet. So a 10-2 run for Brazil. USA calling a timeout. Camila Cardozo. Suarez is another family name for her, the 22-year-old from South Carolina, cleaning up on the glass, making her presence known.
And if you're not getting it easy, you can get it the hard way, right? She's just finding a way. Offensive rebounds, cleaning up, doing the dirty work, then things start to loosen up for you. Get a cross screen on the baseline there, you come across, and you got it, right? She wears the crown right now.
12 points for Cardozo. Brazil in the full court press. Betts will skip it over to Kelly. Kelly driving in. Betts turns, spins, meets 2, and it's a shot clock violation.
That's the purpose of that full court press, right? You get over half, and you only had about 10 seconds to set up your offense, initiate your offense. You get into it, 9, 8, 7, it speeds you up, and you're getting a shot clock violation with no shot.
Osborne staying back to apply the pressure. They're loading up on one side. Paisao with the ball. 4 to shoot. Deborah lets it fly. That one's high and off its mark. Jaja Kelly now looking down for USA. Jackson on the block, a little extended. Osborne, time to shoot it. And Osborne really relying. She had a good look.
Those ones are frustrating when you know how much they can help your team or give them a little boost.
Brazil ties their biggest lead here in the game and toss it away. A turnover. And Janiyah Barker will check on for Rickea Jackson for USA.
You know, both teams are fortunate in the sense that there's been a number of turnovers on both ends, but neither team has really capitalized on those turnovers. So really fortunate for both.
Betts going at Cardoso. Here, gives it again. Spear, can you hit it? A miss. Dantas with the rebound. Barker's there. Betts, extra touch.
Great pass by Barker. Could have been selfish there. Seen Dantas coming over to block the shot and dropped it off to Betts.
Paixão. Osborne chasing her out of there. Loose ball on the ground. Dantas finds it, top of the key. A miss. And Brazil will get to reset. Fresh shot clock. Deborah, floater. Misses Betts. Kelly there shaking Deborah. Barker and the eye of Dantas, a miss. Betts with the rebound, one dribble, looking for some help, trying to split defenders, and a jump ball.
This can stay USA. There you see touch pass, Betts.
Deja Kelly into Barker. Barker, the most experienced team on USA. Believe it or not, just at 19 years old, she's had 3 senior team appearances. US is trying to regather their thoughts here. 6 seconds to shoot. Spear behind the screen from Betts. Off backboard. Betts trying to go to work. Strong take, misses.
Great job by Brazil, double teaming and just staying vertical, not fouling.
4-point lead for Brazil about midway through the third. And give and go, things looking easy for the Brazilians.
They're starting to roll. They're starting to make the right play, the right reads.
Deja Kelly blocked on the floor. Second foul for Brazil here this quarter. And a quick sub in. Rickea Jackson will come in for Barker.
You see the drop off, rolling to the basket, and Betts on the primary ball handler. Not enough time to recover.
Deborah on Kelly. She's got to get rid of it. Johnson comes to help her out. Pull up J on De Oliveira. No. Paixão feed up to Cardoso. That one stings. Brazil now with their largest lead of the game, up by 8. Spear going at Paixão. Johnson with the handles, the feed to Betts. And she'll shoot the mid-range and finally answer for USA. Paixão driving. She'll kick to Cardoso. And they do this all too well. A lot of give and go, and Brazil out in front by 8.
That was a great job by Paixão, coming off the double screen, curling to the basket, and as she curls, right, the defense has to sink in, and she makes a terrific play just like she does here in transition to Cardoso. Two-woman game.
A 16-6 run for Brazil. 3:05 to play here in the third quarter, and USA takes a timeout. Javon, if you're Coach Cammie Etheridge, what are you doing here? What adjustments are you making?
Well, one, you've got to stop. You got to be attached to the offense right now. The defense has got to be attached to somebody, especially when you're seeing curls and staggers like that. And there's got to be more communication on defense, because right now, and you're getting some transition plays by Brazil. Nobody's back in transition. So there's easy baskets there in the half court. They're getting what they want, but that all stems from communication. It all stems from missed assignments, and you've got to be more alert right now.
Brazil owning the third quarter here inside Domo de la Feria. And they'll continue to apply the pressure.
We've seen a couple possessions ago when Brazil put on this full court press, quarter court press, right? USA start to get into their offense in about 10 seconds.
Jackson, her first attack here. Last touch by Brazil.
Got into it a bit earlier here with Rukia getting the ball at the free throw line, but you can still see her shot attempt was a bit panicky, a bit urgent.
How about a three? Jackson calling her own number, a miss. Paixão with the board. Dantes, a little fake out. Driving, Euro, in for two.
And she was just so patient right there. She waited for the defense to break down and then step through.
Spear. Caught on the wing, the feed to Betts. Double comes, and one. Betts, count them.
And that could be your answer right there right now for USA, right? Get the ball into Betts and let her work. She's done a great job, just great feel and playing away and outside of the double teams before the double teams can get to her. Here you see Dante stepping through the broken defense for the layup. But before we can get on one end and give Betts the basketball to figure it out on the offensive end, you've got to come up with stops on the defensive end if you're Team USA right now.
A lane violation. And Angel Reese will check on for Betts. Gonzalo to Paixão. Cardoso coming up for the screen. Reese sits back. Corner, De Oliveira. She's fouled. That's a 4-point play opportunity. USA's got their heads down.
Just an inexperienced foul to kick out, to close out the foul. And right now, Brazil just really pouring it on.
Misses the extra point. 11-point game. Charisma Osborne for USA with the ball. Kia Jackson trying to create some space on Dantas there, goes hard to the deck and loses control.
And this is the tough part with such a young team, right? Everything's spiraling out of control right now. And it's almost like the blind leading the blind, right? There's nobody that can step up and really say, guys, okay, I've been through the moment before, and here's what we need to do.
Paixão will hold it herself, and the foul will come from USA and Charisma Osborne. Yeah, Javon, it's a different tale for this USA squad. No returners off the Tokyo Olympic roster. No returners off the Sydney, Australia FIBA World Cup roster. 7 newcomers making their first ever senior appearance for Team USA. And we talked about it a little bit ago. Janiyah Barker at 19 years old is the most veteran player on the floor for USA.
And usually those returning players, they give you that calming presence, right? You turn to the bench or you see them on the court and you trust that they've been here before. You trust that if you put the ball in their hands that they'll make the right play.
Dantas pushing there. Jackson, that's going to be Brazil's 4th, so we'll stay on the floor. Dantas' first personal foul. .14 on the shot clock. Osborne here to inbound to Betts. Belia to Reese. Osborne lets it fly from the wing. Tracked down by Paixão. Vanessa de Oliveira running the lane. And Brazil in full command.
Complete and full.
Betts going at Dantas. A finish on the right.
She's hard to stop. Betts gets the ball that low. She's made some really good decisions.
Gonzalo here setting up what she wants to see. Final 10 seconds of the third. Paixão off the screen. Free throw shot extended, and she will earn herself a trip to the free throw line. Reese picks up her 3rd personal.
You couldn't ask for a better situation than that for Brazil. You come off the ball screen, you don't have enough time to attack the mismatch with Dantas, and you have Reese on Paixão. Paixão just takes a second and spots up and gets fouled.
.31-year-old returning vet for Brazil. She earned the captain title tonight. Paixão drills both of them. And that is the buzzer. At the end of the 3rd quarter, it is Brazil out in front by 13 points. It's 60-47. Javon, what did you see that stood out here?
Well, just the experience of this Brazilian team, right? And as they made a couple baskets, as they got a couple stops, you could just see their confidence grow. And then they kept pushing it. They kept getting in transition, getting some open looks. And then things just start to break down for USA. And you know, the way this half ended is a perfect example. Contested 2, leads to a foul, puts Gonzalo at the free throw line for 2. Here you see a couple plays from through 3. Dantas here, stepping out, showing you the range. And she stepped up in that 3rd quarter and had herself a little run as well. And you knew she was going to do it, right? You knew she was going to take some time and the veteran in her as well just knows what's at stake and knows the type of intensity that you have to play these games with. Parker with a big steal. Parker with a big steal and drops it off to Betts.
And I imagine at halftime, Javon, this Brazilian squad reestablished who they are, right? They've got 5 AmeriCup championships. They have a veteran crew. They play tough basketball. They have a pedigree. They weren't going to come out and let USA keep pushing them around.
Well, they also went into the half and seen their captain, Erica D'Souza, that's inside there, and I'm sure she had some spirited words for her group. One, because she left here very emotional, right? And these ladies came out and they played with that fire, played with that passion, and I'm almost certain she had a big part to do with it.
So Brazil, 10 minutes away. If they can keep hold of this lead, they will win their 6th title here in AmeriCup competition. USA, though, fighting to three-peat and get their 5th title. Both teams want to go home with gold. Little pass into Vanessa in the lane. Barker there to contest. Barker trying to do work on the block. Foul by Vanessa. USA now to get the ball under their basket. Kelly to Barker, fade away. A miss, Betts is there, puts the ball on the ground, loose. Paixão scoops it. We're running with Brazil. Danta says, give it to me, I want to shoot the 3.
That's going to be her matchup right there. If Betts is matched up on her, you know, Brazil can continue to look for her on the perimeter because Betts is not going to want to come out there and defend her.
Ariel Garantes from Puerto Rico watching on. Her team fell to Canada in that bronze medal game earlier today. And Barker, just a loss of focus. Vanessa, 3-ball. A miss. And USA trying to recollect themselves. Looking for some composure. Ball into Betts, drawing the 2. Felia comes through, mid-range. Another miss. Rakia Jackson cleans up on the weak side.
Great job fighting with Gonzalo down under the rim and coming up with the offensive rebound. You were saying this 3-2 zone.
Vanessa driving baseline. Betts trying to keep her in front of her. Gonzalo, opposite end. Nothing there.
Oh.
And De Oliveira with her 3rd personal foul. So Brazil's 2nd here in the quarter. Rakia Jackson to inbound. Barker gives it back. 8 minutes to play. Pull-up jumper, and it's an offensive against Deja Kelly. An elbow. The official is saying she used to create. An 11-point game. Brazil out in front. De Oliveira driving, trying to hit Dantas there. And now Dantas with 2 fouls here in the 4th. Brazil's 3rd. So Cardoso steps on in her place. And USA seeing a zone themselves. Baseline shot, no good. Cardoso with the rebound. And another scoring lull for Team USA. Paixão works to the free throw line, kicks it. De Oliveira ready to pull the trigger.
And she's been the backbreaker twice now in the zone, one on the right corner and now on the left corner.
Kelly here walking with pace.
I see what you did there.
Skip pass, Filia gives it back. Kelly, that one's off its mark.
Yeah, right now USA is just not getting quality shots. They're not getting quality shots and the time is winding down.
Paixão to Vanessa. A miss. Betts quickly gets to the ball, but she needs some help. 14-point differential. Barker, 3. Won't go. Jackson with the rebound. Barker turns, shoots. A miss, and Betts finds a way to keep the ball with USA. That's gonna be the 4th personal foul for Brazil. And for Vanessa, that is number 2.
Three subs here and hopefully get a little bit more firepower coming off the bench right now.
Spear, Osborne, and Angel Reese back on the floor for Team USA. Filia on the wing, gets it to Betts. Double team comes, and the shot clock will expire.
Right now, you almost feel like there's a meltdown by USA, right? Just some mental mistakes, the quality of the shots. You know, we've seen a number of shot clock violations.
De Oliveira, corner again. And Reese with the foul, which will send De Oliveira to the free throw line to shoot 3.
That was the same corner that she was fouled on a 3-point play. I believe it was in the 3rd quarter.
That's 4 for Reese. 4 personal fouls for Team USA's captain. One for 3 for De Oliveira, and USA pushing up court. Reese gives it back to Osborne. Betts dribbling, and a double dribble, another turnover. You know, Coach Kimmy Etheridge talked about this, Javon. She said it was part on her and her coaching, not letting the team know how we're going to score, who's going to score. And, you know, I'm seeing a little bit of deja vu.
Yeah, yep.
We're regressing a little
Just
bit.
a little flustered, and even on that last play there, you know, the double team's coming on the low side, and I'm not even sure if Betts was aware of it before she double dribbled the basketball.
Paixão, deep 3, a miss. Betts, and Osborne has it. Rukia Jackson into Betts. Spear working off the screen, gets a clear look on the elbow, pops in and out. Paixão alone for a hot second. Cardoso trying to use all her steps, nothing there. 4.5 to play, 15 points. USA is down. Osborne just goes right to the rack.
Right, and that's a good play right there. Now you got to press up. You should got to be right up on the basketball and be aggressive right now. There's no time to let Gonzalo and Brazil just walk the ball up the floor and get exactly what they want offensively.
Gonzalo from the wing, and that one is big. The flex by Gonzalo, her team up by 18. Spear, a little quick dribble, shaking Paixão. She will answer.
You got a 3, I got a 3. Now we got to play some D.
Three and a half to play. Paixão driving baseline, the block, Osborne. The hesitation right after, but USA moving the ball. Rickea Jackson. The tap out there by Reese. And a timeout called by Coach Neto in Brazil. Brazil up by 13 with 3:12 to play. It's the gold medal game here inside Domo de la Feria. A look at the points by quarter. Brazil just straight up owning the third there, Javon.
They completely owned the third, and you know, USA just had a mental lapse here in the fourth, right? So both those quarters just compounding one another. And if you're Coach Neto right now, you got to tell your ladies there's 3 minutes to go. You know, we don't need to force anything on the offensive end. You can get it over half right now, handle the pressure, and quite frankly, I'm a little surprised that USA hasn't been full court pressing and trying to turn this team over and get it, you know, try and get some offense from their defense.
And De Oliveira has been able to get any look she's wanted as well.
She's stuck. She's let the guards do the penetration. She's moved on the perimeter, you know, got some threes open in transition, made herself available. She just played the game the right way, you know, for Brazil. Again here, as the penetration is going to the middle of the paint, she's relocating high and giving a passing lane. And of course, she's the beneficiary, and she's ready to shoot the basketball.
So here's that full court press you were talking about, Javon. Dantas here for the screen. She'll get the ball back. Off the knee of De Oliveira.
This is what happens when you start your defensive possession aggressive, right? You get good things, get good results. No, it's not a live ball turnover where you get to get out on the other end, but you get yourself an offensive possession right here. And you're going to need a bit more of that for the next 2 minutes and 46 seconds. But that aggression on the defensive end, that mindset has to be there on every possession going forward.
Johnson into Reese. Reese turns, takes it right at the rack, and 2 for Reese.
It's funny how that translates, huh?
Spear on Paixão. Chasing her down. 7 to shoot. She'll let it fly. A miss. Cardoso over Reese. Reese there to pull it down. We're running Spear. 3-ball. A miss. And fighting for the rebound, Rickea Jackson. What an effort.
What an effort. And now you see a team, USA, playing with a sense of urgency. You could just see them hit that urgent button and some good things are happening for them. Even on this play, the shot doesn't drop, but the fact that you're fighting, the fact that you're mixing it up under there, you're coming up with another possession for yourself.
And in this instance, because Brazil is in the bonus, USA will shoot the rest of the way. One for two for Jackson. The team for USA shooting about 68% from that free throw line today. Ten-point lead for Brazil. Gonzalo able to work the whole baseline. Paixão telling her to clear out. USA quick to get back on defense here. Gonzalo around the horn. Jackson over the screen. Gonzalo driving just under that free throw line. A miss. Deja Kelly, USA on the move. Shot on the other end, Jewel Spear. And unable to get stuff going from beyond the arc for USA today. 90 seconds to play. Dantas gets it back on the block. She's got a lot of size. And the foul on the floor. Deja Kelly had to find a way to stop her.
Here you see Dantas posting up, has a smaller Kelly against her, match up on her.
De Oliveira with the ball for Brazil. Gonzalo. The feed to Cardoso, one extra pass, De Oliveira. And Reese holding on to that board for USA. Johnson. And the foul delivered by Gonzalo. So 2 free throws coming up for Raven Johnson. Johnson drills the first. The 20-year-old out of South Carolina. 1 for 2. Paixão with the rebound. USA trying to jump for a steal, and instead, Brazil dribbling through Deborah here. Coach Neto's team up by 9. 43.5 to play. And a lineup change here for Team USA. And Coach Cammie Etheridge is going to get some of her players that have not seen the floor yet on the court. This may be the white flag, Javon.
That might be the flag. It very well might be. How about the play of Brazil?
You know, they came out after the halftime break and they look like a completely different team. They remembered who they were.
I think for from the beginning of this tournament, we've said that this has been the team that looks the most balanced. And you can talk about the talent being balanced from each position, but just the fact of the balance in their youth, their experience, and you could just see that, in this USA game, this game against USA, when they need to play up-tempo, they had the legs and the youth to play up-tempo. When they need to slow down the game and make some really good decisions, they did that, right? They executed, especially, the third and fourth quarter, right? They really executed what they needed to. They USA had a meltdown in the early fourth, but Brazil really controlled the third. Right, and that's a lot of just knowing what it takes and, a number of their players being in similar situations before.
Paixão to Cardoso, a miss. She'll snag her own rebound, put back, and this is Brazil's day. This is their tournament. The smiles are starting to infiltrate on the court. And too many compounded mistakes for USA.
And that was it right there. That play was just telling, right? Just, a split second behind, passes that are miscued and miscommunication. That was USA's game today.
Shot clock is off. Paixão with the ball. And Brazil is going to dribble this out. It is their day. Championship number 6 for Brazil. They take down Team USA and they earn their first gold medal here in the AmeriCup since 2011. Congratulations. Brazil final score 69-58.
And I'm still waiting for Erica de Souza to run through that tunnel. She deserves to be out here as well. And what a game for Brazil, right? Just came out, the first half was a rock fight. And you mentioned a number of times, they came out a whole new team in the second half. But again, right, from the beginning of this tournament, we said that this team was the most experienced, the most balanced, the talent that they have, and how they played the game. They played the game the right way. They move the basketball, they play inside, they play outside, and they've had a number of players step up. Today was even the Oliveira, the number of shots that she made, and timely shots at that. It was special. It was special for this group, and you see the coaches, Team USA, it's a tough one for them, but I also want these ladies just to remember the feeling, remember the experience.
And the reunion.
The reunion.
Camera hit the court right now. Erica de Souza has rejoined her team to celebrate.
And the emotion. The emotion.
And they're going to pick her up.
They are going to pick her up.
And raise her.
She's a legend, and guess what? She's a champion. That's got to be an amazing feeling. This is beautiful. And, don't want to take this moment away from Brazil, but again, what I was saying for Team USA, a young group, and for those ladies over there, this is a tremendous experience, right? And they're going to remember this. This is what's going to build champions out of those ladies as well on the international stage, just being in these moments like they experienced here, right? They had a tough battle against Canada, fought through, and fought themselves into a championship game, right? Didn't end the way they wanted to. They would have wanted it to, but one heck of a fight from them, and a tremendous amount of experience.
A look here at those final stats, which don't seem to mean much right now with the celebration that is happening on the court. Brazil willing their way to victory, out-rebounded here by a lot. They hit when they needed to, and their experience carried them the distance. Brazil now earning their 6th AmeriCup title, first since 2011. They send USA home packing twice in this tournament. And Brazil, who had the best shooting team of the tournament, had the best bench performance of the tournament, proved that they are the best team of the tournament.
That they did. And they deserve the dancing all over the floor right now, whining and twisting up their bodies in ways that I can't even imagine. And they deserve every moment of it. When you have moments like this and you win, winning's not easy. Championships aren't easy. And when you have moments like this, you know, there's so many memories that come from it. And you're going to remember the moment when you step on the podium with all the missed shots and all the made shots. You're not going to remember those. You're going to remember the moments when you get back to the locker room and you're celebrating with your teammates. You're going to remember the moments that you were down, you know, you fought together, the sisterhood that was built from this.
Dantas, what a win for her. She was not here in 2021, battling an injury. She's had a decade in the WNBA, now plays here locally in Mexico professionally, and poured out every bit of energy and basketball to help will her team to victory. She was the leader that was left on the court when De Souza exited. And these fans could not be any happier. There's going to be a party that breaks out here in Leon tonight.
Hey, you know, you mentioned the fans, and truth be told, they were treated to some really good basketball. You know, not just today, but during, you know, from the start to finish of this tournament, we've seen some great individual performances. We've seen some great team performances. And you almost fell in love with a number of the teams that were here because they played so hard, because they played with some passion, so much passion, whether they were the underdog, whether they were favorites.
And even for USA, right, we saw them grow throughout the tournament. But Coach Cami Etheridge even talked about, through a frustration loss, I believe it was after the last Brazil loss, was, you know, really, Team USA should have their senior squad here.
Yeah.
Their primary team is competing in the WNBA right now.
Yeah.
So for USA to come out, make it to this gold medal game with a group of novices and basically teenagers, the average age for Team USA is 20 years old.
It says a lot. It says a lot. And, you know, I commend those ladies. And I think this is going to be a great experience, not for them as a group, not only for them as a group, but for their individual careers. I just think for myself as a player, when you get into those situations and there's so much to learn from and you're a sponge and you're just a basketball savant and you're just already in go mode, how can I improve? How can I be better? And for a number of those ladies, I can imagine that that moment starts now, right? And you go back and you just think about, evaluate this whole tournament for yourself. And I had a chance to sit down before the game with Rukia Jackson's mother and, you know, just talking about some of the experiences that they've had during this tournament, right? And just being grateful for it. So that's been, you know, for Team USA, I think that's something special and something that those memories are going to live on forever. And as young as they are to take away, there's a lot to take away from this tournament, a lot to be valued, but just so much to learn from.
And you can bet that each one of these players that suited up for Team USA, when they return to their college teams next season, they will play at an elevated level. What they experienced here in FIBA basketball is definitely more aggressive, physical play, wiser women on the floor that have had years of experience. And these select 12 players for USA will remember that and share it.
The confidence, the supreme confidence that you go back to your collegiate team with, I can't imagine. They're going to step onto the court and just feel like they own it. The beauty in this is, you know, when these women, these ladies now go and compete against one another, right? That's going to be the beauty in this thing. And, you know, one thing we'd be remiss not to mention is the relationships that this sport, you know, brings and develops and grows. And a number of these ladies that have competed against each other, there's so much respect among them. And they're going to see each other on the circuits going forward, because as you grow older, as you become pros, you know, that window and the number of players become thinner and thinner and thinner, right? And these ones on the international scale, they're going to consistently see each other year after year after year, whether it be on the professional ranks or on the international scene.
And such an emotional reunion for Erica De Souza with her coaching staff. She will likely end her career with a gold medal and a championship in the AmeriCup. One more on her resume here in Leon, Mexico.
And you know, somebody with a career like that, basketball doesn't end there, right? Even if this is her last game, that federation will find some place for her, whether it's on that bench, whether we're calling these games in a couple years and she's on the bench, but there is a place for her because there's so much knowledge, there's so much experience that she has to share with, you know, some of the young women that are going to replace her, the young women at age groups levels that are coming up, or just even within the federation, right? How to become better as a federation, right? From her experience, from her perspective.
The fans patiently waiting here inside Domo de la Feria as we all get set for the award ceremony. A 9-day competition, the 2023 FIBA Women's AmeriCup. It all concludes here. And we will start with the announcements here of the TCL Player of the Game. And so Adrian Barbosa will hand over the award for the TCL Player of the Game. And it is Camila Cardoso. "20 points for Cardoso today.
And 11 rebounds to add to it.
22-year-old who will take that trophy and the gold medal back with her as she will compete with South Carolina and Don Staley's crew later this winter. Carlos Alves here with the FIBA Americas will award the gold medal game for the officials. The crew here calling the game will take home some hardware with them as well. And now for the Tissot All-Star 5 and MVP presentation. Carol Callan with FIBA Americas, the honorary president, has the watch ready to go. So for Team Canada, we see Kayla Alexander stepping out as part of the All-Star 5.
She did her thing, right? She cleaned up everything off of the glass. Any rebound that was around, she had a magnet on her hands.
Led the tournament in defensive rebounding. And Ariel Garantes for Puerto Rico led the tournament in scoring.
And she's a big-time player.
Making sure that box is open. You can see the hardware.
She is a tough cover. Tough cover. I was hurt sitting here watching them trying to guard her.
And for Team USA, Rickea Jackson making the All-Star 5. 22 points for Team USA today in the gold medal game.
For Team USA, I felt that from the get-go, she was the one that adapted the fastest and the best.
And welcome back out, Camila Suarez Cordoso.
One thing about her, she's a fan favorite, right? She plays the game with a smile. It's hard not to like her, right? Hard not to love her at that matter. She plays with a heart, plays with a passion, and just seems to always have fun doing it.
And rounding out the All-Star 5, Damiris Dantas.
You want to talk about balance? Dantas gives you balance. Inside game, outside game, and more importantly, she's just a high IQ player. Really takes what the defense gives her, unselfish, plays winning basketball, makes winning plays.
And now the presentation for the MVP. And now the president of FIBA Americas to award the MVP. And she is the princess of the ball. The TCL player of the game, All-Star 5 and MVP. Camila Suarez Cordoso.
What more can you say?
Congratulations. She's got to shake herself. It just seems all unreal. And she's treated the fans so well here too, signing autographs afterwards, taking selfies. She's a superstar.
A true star, a born star.
And we are getting ready now for the medal presentation, starting with bronze. Here comes Team Canada. One final return to the court to pick up their bronze medal. For Team Canada, they were left off the podium in 2021, Javon. The way they played and fought, they deserve to be up there.
They did, right? And you know, right from the get-go, they set the tone for themselves. They're a team that, you know, wanted to play with pace. They came out here and did that. They did a lot defensively and established themselves as one of the better defensive teams in the tournament. And, you know, that combination there is a recipe for success. And here they are, podium finish with a bronze medal.
Coach LaPena and his bronze medal winning team. And Canada will still have a route to the Paris 2024 games They'll just have to do a couple more tournaments and go through the pre-qualifying tournament a little bit later this year. So there's a path still intact for this Canadian squad. And now the presentation for the silver medal.
Las medallistas de plata, el FIBA World México 2023 son el equipo de los Estados Unidos de América.
Team USA making their way out onto the court. Angel Reese leading the way, the captain for this very young squad here in León, Mexico. For these women, they're used to winning a lot, and having to come together, work through a training camp, meet the most difficult teams in the continent,
Yep.
and grow. They have to hang their heads high as they are going home with silver.
And nothing to hang their heads about. Talented group, and they came out here and gained a wealth of knowledge in such a short span.
Congratulations to Team USA. Some Lila Filia fans behind us trying to get her attention as the USA walks off the court. And now the main event, the presentation of the gold medals. And Team Brazil will be making their way back onto the court momentarily. And Brazil, Erica de Souza leading the group back out for the final time. All praise to the fans. Brazil collecting their gold. it's been a long time coming. The last time Brazil won gold here in the AmeriCup was 2011. 12 very long years ago. Tonight they claim their 6th AmeriCup championship and further extend Brazil's dominance here in the 13th FIBA Women's AmeriCup competition. Congratulations, Brazil. And here comes the coaching staff. It takes an army, trainers, assistants, you name it. This group has put together a championship squad on and off the court.
All smiles. Smiles and gold.
A woman's best friend. A moment in time these women, this team, this country will never forget. And here comes the hardware. The AmeriCup trophy handed over to its captain, Erica de Souza.
Here goes, here goes.
Confetti showers for everybody. You were looking at the champions in all their glory. looking at your 2023 FIBA Women's AmeriCup champions, Brazil. Coach Neto kissing the trophy as he hands it off to Montero. It is going to be an evening of jubilation, celebration, some spirits. As Brazil claims their 6th AmeriCup title. The photo shoots will continue here at center court, and we will send you off with the best plays here of the 4th quarter. A little refresher for everybody at home to show you how Brazil closed this one out, Javon.
And, you know, USA put up a valiant fight. But to your point, it was Brazil that really, you know, closed this thing out, had a big-time 3rd quarter. You know, USA had an early 4th quarter meltdown, and Brazil just really capitalized. They came out and they just really understood the assignment. They played like the more mature team, the more veteran team, the more experienced team at that, and willed themselves to a victory. De Oliveira stepped up and had herself a big game. You know, she was really working those corners, right baseline, left baseline 3, whether she was knocking it down or getting fouled and getting herself to the free throw line. Salo here, passion, and USA just, you know, some of the shots that dropped for them just wasn't their night offensively. Things just didn't click, and unfortunately, when you're in this situation, there is a winner, there is a loser, right? And for Team USA, you know, a young group, they came out and they won themselves a silver medal, and that's extremely important for those ladies and the experience that they gained along the way. I thought they grew better, they grew stronger, they adapted to the physicality of the play, but ultimately it was Brazil that came up, you know, with the gold medal. And from the onset of this tournament, we said that this was the group, this was a team to be reckoned with.
They stayed true to their pedigree, and they are champions here in León, Mexico. That's gonna wrap things up here from Domo de la Feria. For Javon Shepard and the entire FIBA broadcast and media crew here in León, Mexico, I'm Despina Burton. It's Brazil who finishes out on top, earning their 6th crown here, taking home gold at the FIBA Women's AmeriCup.